Good afternoon, everybody. Rob Shaintaler, founder and CEO of Atollogy. We do smart operations, and I'll walk you through a little bit. My background is I spent 15 years in Big Six consulting and then 10 years doing enterprise-grade supply chain software in the cloud, and brought all that together to start Atollogy. We've tried to kind of change how all that works. So we talk a lot about the Internet of Things. Many people probably flew here today. Last year, the airline industry had $26 billion of cost due to delays, which is about $1.27 per second, despite the fact that that airplane generates a half a terabyte of data every flight. Well, what's missing? When you think about it, the big problem that comes out of this is, oops, we're going backwards, sorry. All the stuff that goes on around the aircraft that causes delays. What about the people, the equipment, all the things that have to occur to turn an aircraft? And that's where Atollogy comes in. We complete the picture in various operations to provide a digital twin of everything going on in any sort of physical operation. How are we different? We've approached the problem back as opposed to technology out based on our experience. And if you really understand a lot of these operations, it's not just the machine failing unexpectedly that creates the problem. What about the people interacting with the machine? What about the materials needed to produce a product? All these things have to be monitored. So we've developed a platform that is able to digitize all three core elements of any physical operation without the need to train, interface, or do anything to the existing process before you can start going. We really help our VPs of operations understand what's happening and make it better. We do it all with a subscription-based solution where we come into any facility and without having to modify anything about it, drop in a complete turnkey solution, all subscription-based. We don't make hardware, but we provide it, all commodity stuff, put in our own cellular connection so we don't have to use the customer's network, transmit it all to the cloud and produce analytics, all without interfacing to anything in the factory or in the operations or having to use our customers' networks. So we generate the big data for our customers so we can kind of make the VP of operations insanely great. We're currently working in manufacturing, yard management, dealing with trucking facilities, as well as working with airports, doing ground operations. In every case, we're growing throughput, increasing efficiency, and reducing waste in the process, all with the same platform. Quick example, we monitor operations in a factory where people are doing milling. We've got $60 an hour workers with expensive equipment. The utilization is not low because the machine's broken. It's low because the person isn't in the place where they need to be to make it work. We gained this customer 7.5 points of utilization within a month of putting in the system, which is worth about $150,000 a year per mill. Here's an example of monitoring trucks going through a facility. Within 2 months, we reduced the average cycle time by 17% through this facility. In addition to manufacturing worker shortages, we actually have a more acute shortage of truckers. We need to gain efficiencies in the movement of vehicles if we're actually going to solve some of these huge problems. We also keep a track of the fact that people that use our solution don't sit at keyboards. And we have ways to get the information in front of the operators and supervisors so they can use this information while they do their job to make immediate impacts, again, without any need for training. We're about 2 years old. We've got 15 customers, actually closed 2 more since we put this together last week. And we've also really created a unique sales cycle. It's a 3-call close. As opposed to handling objections, we've just designed them out of the process. As long as people are willing to pay a little bit of money and provide some electricity, we do everything else. And so people can move very, very fast, including large companies. As a company, we value our land and expand model. We always start with a paid trial with a small footprint. People see it working in their facility, converts to an annual subscription right away, and then they can always add more. Eventually, we're digitizing entire facilities so they can track everything that's happening, and then we add more capabilities on top of that. We can start in one facility and then go to others as well. Customers come to us and ask us to do more. We don't need to sell more. Very sticky, and we have a very defensible data set given the imagery and telemetry that we collect from all of our operations. Very experienced team, not a bunch of kids out of school. Most of us had large operations backgrounds and then brought it to bear to do smart operations completely differently than anybody else out there. Bunch of different relationships that have really helped us fuel our growth, including Plug and Play, which we've been enjoying our partnership with. And that's a quick summary of our investment proposition. Thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.